What would the road to recovery of like loving myself, what would that look like if I went on that path? So, I am the diet recovery coach. If you're new to my community, welcome. I have been helping women heal and repair their relationship with food and themselves quite extensively for the past 5 years of my career. I have been a fitness pro, however, for nearly 3 decades. 2.5 of those decades struggling, or about 2 decades struggling with food myself. It actually started before my fitness career. So I definitely wanted to pivot in my career to help women heal from this in this area that can be so. There's so much stigma with it. There's a lot of shame involved in it: emotional eating, binge eating, closet eating, compulsive eating, restrictive behavior, all of that. That is my area of expertise now, and I help women recover, get on the path of recovery. Now, if you have been a perpetual dieter, please let me know in the comments if you have been dieting. How long have you been dieting? What age did it start? Is it still happening now? Is it still something like you want to break away from dieting, but you can't? I would love to hear from you. I started dieting when I was 15, 16 years old, and I'm 46 now. So I realized in my path of dieting, what ended up happening is I kept pulling myself into believing that someone outside of myself or some diet outside of myself knew better about my body and my needs more than I did. So this could have been some sort of nutritionist, dietitian, fitness guru, whatever it was, whatever diet protocol. It was like, well, I must not know anything. I don't know my intuition. I don't know what's best for my body. I'm going to look to somebody else to tell me that information. And that was very destructive because it created a big separation between me trusting myself. I had a lot of food fear. I had a lot of push and pull and compulsiveness around food because the longer I kept believing that someone outside of me knew better than me, the bigger the wedge it created between myself and my trust and my intuition. And I just kept falling into that trap, like somebody else is smarter than me. So they're experts. And the irony of it is that I was also a fitness professional. I was a leader. And yet it was still like I didn't give myself enough credit for knowing what was best for my body. So the day came where I had this epiphany, and I had a breakdown. It definitely had a massive breakdown to come to this low point where my mind busted wide open when it popped into my head, what if I stop dieting? Like, I never even would consider that before, or I flippantly did, but never took it seriously because it was like, that can't possibly be the answer. Like, I need to lose weight. I need to be thinner. I have to diet. But this was the first time that it entered my mind in a way that it actually felt lighter and more exciting to think about the potential and the relief that came from it. So it was like a little scary, but what was more scary was staying on the path of the perpetual diet. And that was the last day I had my fitness tracker on. I took off my watch and I never put it back on after that because I was committed at that point. What would the road to recovery of like loving myself, what would that look like if I went on that path? Could it be that the answers to my weight loss and loving myself actually like going at that rather than through the path of dieting? Clearly 2 decades of my life were sucked away and I never got that answer. I never got that connection of I love myself more. That never came. That was a complete lie. So what if I made a radical shift? And what if I decided I'm going to do what it takes to learn how to like myself? Not even love myself. I'm just going to learn to loathe myself less, then maybe like myself, then maybe accept myself, then maybe love myself. Okay, so that is actually the journey that I help my clients go on, because for you to go from like hating yourself and loathing yourself to loving yourself was way too much of a leap. So I don't even ask like my clients to go through that, because I didn't go through that. So when I realized, okay, maybe I can trust myself. Maybe I do know more than these gurus out there. Like, what if? Here's the thing. This is my epiphany, you guys. So here I am. Okay, that part has been resolved. I can leave food in my cabinet. I have a fantastic relationship with food. It's only gotten better. And because it's only gotten better for me, it puts me in a position as a leader and a coach and a mentor to help my clients achieve that even faster and to make those connections even deeper for themselves. So it is a permanent, lasting relationship with food and with themselves that nobody from the outside can shake. Because I want to just be clear, my work with my clients is a framework. It is not some sort of rules or protocol and more information for you to follow from outside expert. That is not what my program is. My program is a self-discovery process that you're figuring out for yourself. Like right now, I have a private client who is vegan. That is very important to her. There's different like animal rights and things that she believes in. So how can she heal her relationship with food? And we lessen the food fear and develop a trust and an intuition and a respect for herself. Well, that's what we're doing. That's what we've done in a very short amount of time. Just a few months we've been working together. So it is about you discovering. You need the path to be able to sort that out and get the answers for yourself. Because when you can do that for yourself, no one can take that away from you.
You can learn more about the mentorship program at realfit.tv/mentorship. Hope to see you there.